Jonah had an assignment, but he decides to do something other than what the Lord told him, which in essence places Jonah out of alignment with God. Because the truth be told, when life fires you up, alignment is critical. And let me tell you something. Some of us, we know about alignment. Let me tell you. How many remember your first car? I'm talking about your first car. I'm talking about the one that barely ran. You had to push it, and and everybody wanted to ride in that car. Somebody knows about the first car. See, in your first car, you forgot about the oil. All you thought you had to do was put gas in it. Then it caught on fire. See, some of us didn't take care of our first car. And I remember my first car because I learned about when I would drive the car, it would pull me over to the left. You know how you. And then I noticed that my tires were beginning to wear from the inside. And when I took it to Firestone, what I discovered was that my car was what? Well, that's how some of our lives are. We're wearing out from the inside. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Somebody knows about internalizing everything, just internalize. But then when you hit that one button, it all came out, because for many of us, if we tell the truth, we've gotten ourselves into certain kinds of trouble because our lives were out of alignment. Tell somebody alignment is critical. Because see, when we truly understand living in alignment, write these down. See, if you're really going to live in alignment, you got to get behind your own steering wheel. Let me tell you something. Some of us, our biggest problem is that we're driving somebody else's car. We're behind somebody else's steering wheel. Driving their 1972 Pinto. See, some folk can't say nothing because they don't know what a Pinto is. They don't make Pintos anymore. You ought to at least get behind your life steering wheel of at least a 92 Volkswagen. But some of us, we are behind somebody else's steering wheel, living somebody else's life because we've been listening to the wrong group of people. Get behind your own steering wheel and let God direct you into the paths that He wants, because not only get behind your own steering wheel, follow the instructions in your manual. Because see, some of us, our problem is we forget about this manual right here. We're trying to make stuff happen in our own time. And we forgot that this manual says, wait on. What y'all say? Wait on who? And be of what? That's the problem right there too. Because see, I don't know about anybody else, so since we have to take communion today, we might as well tell the truth. How many folks have been waiting on the Lord, and instead of good courage, we've been griping and complaining? Oh, I need to see a few more hands in there. Y'all telling lies in church. I already know. Because see, I've been there. God, I'm waiting on you. But now, as much as I've been preaching, going to visit the sick, doing all these fumes, not funerals, but fumes. And you mean I've been praying for such and such, and so who's low down, dirty dog. Oh, I know I ain't the only one in this church. Wouldn't even pray if somebody hit him on the head. Wouldn't pray. ain't studying the word, and you mean to tell me they got the blessing that I've been waiting on? Anybody ever been? Let me just talk to the folk who will tell the truth in this section right here. Because truth be told, some of us get in trouble because we don't apply the full operative rules of this manual. It says, wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thine heart. And sometimes, here's the problem. We've forgotten that the New Testament teaches us in everything give thanks. And deacons, that's one of the problems. Some of us don't want it in everything. We want to give thanks when it feels good, when everything's on. But I've learned that really the test of your maturity is when you can thank God in the bucket of the valley. Anybody ever been there where you learn how it just looks horrible? You don't even know how there's going to be a way. All you know is the word said his thoughts are not your thoughts, his ways are not your ways, but you just decided to thank God even in the valley. But you've got to follow the instructions in the manual. And even outside of Scripture, everybody's instructions are not for you. Just because God told them to do 1, 2, and 3, God may have some things that are specifically orchestrated for you, but follow the instructions that God gave for your life. But now here's the one right here that some of us really need to shout, run out the door, run through the pond, and wave our hand. Because if we're going to live in alignment, don't pick up the wrong passengers. Oh, I know I'm talking right in the church. Because some of us are misaligned because in our life automobile, we picked up the wrong passengers. And let me tell you something, and here's why you have to be careful about picking up the wrong passengers. Some of us have done the wrong thing with the wrong passengers, and it's 15 years later, and we can't get over that passenger because of something called a soul tie. I ain't hollering, but I know I'm saying something in here. And see, here's the other reason why you have to be careful about picking up the wrong passengers. There's some people, you can get to the next stop in life, open up the door, and they refuse to get up off their seat. Oh, I know there's a few folks that know about a few folks who've been. And they refuse. You have to be careful about picking up the wrong passengers. Everybody that look good to you ain't good for you. Y'all want me to preach truth in the church, don't you? Somebody say, tell the truth. And some of us have passed by the right passengers because we were deceived by how the wrong passenger looked. Oh, I know I'm preaching today. I know. They work for the sanitation. Come, you better get a good sanitation worker that love God, that know how to respect you, that know, and you go, you're going to pass by the wrong person.